Hello Darts Nuts, welcome to Darts Review channel. In this video I'm having a look at a set of darts from Loxley darts, and these are the Robin Model 2. It's an unusual shaped dart, but the first model were all smooth, and these have got like a thin, almost like micro style grip and thin ring grip. So I'm looking forward to trying them, so let's check them out. I'm reviewing the 23 gram version, the 90% tungsten. They're also available in 21 gram in steel tip. There is no soft tip, and the retail for £45.95. So as you can see, it comes in this cardboard packaging, and you've got a nice picture of the Robin Hood monument at Nottingham Castle on the box. Never been there myself, but I'd like to get there sometime. Inside there's an inlay with a velvety covering holding the darts in place, and you've got a nice green point holder. You've got a set of the Loxley in between stems and some nice green standard shape feather style graphic flights. So my favourite colour, that, as if you don't know by now. That's fitted with a black coated point, and we've done this dart before, so the same thing applies. It's the same dart as before, the Robin Model 1. A very unusual dart shaped like an arrow, but now you've got a micro grip on the front section and a fine ring grip on the rear. So a long tapered front half, a kind of a wide lip, and then a parallel section. So I think for a lot of people who grip around there, it's probably quite a nice one, but it is a unique style and one that's been quite popular for Loxley, and it comes fitted with the Loxley in between stems and some nice green standard shape flights. So I've reviewed this dart before, but obviously now it's got the grip on, so still the same as before. You've got this long front tapered section, but now with a very fine micro grip, and as you move along you've got a kind of a lip that's a little smooth section which kind of flares out a little bit, and on the rear it's a straight section with a very fine thin ring grip, a little bit like the front but wider spaced, and just at the very end of the barrel you've got a smooth section with the Loxley logo. So there you go, that's the super close look at the Loxley Robin Model 2. The dart's fitted with a black coated 29mm point. You've got this long tapered front which has got the micro grip on, that's 25mm, and then you've got this kind of like a flared out lip, and it's just about 1.5mm wide, and then the rest of the barrel is a straight barrel style with a slightly wider micro grip, that's 23.5mm, and then a smooth section on the end with the logo, that's 5mm. Length is 55mm and the widest is 7.9mm. $23.18 grams. 23.19 grams. And 23.23 grams. Full setup, 25.06 grams. Here's the balance with nothing attached and with the supplied setup, and this is the balance with medium in between short nylon stems and standard flights. It's one of them grips where it may feel more or less grippy depending on the individual, but I've given it 5.5 for the rear section, but as before that lip kind of acts like a grip in itself, so 6 for that. Well, I think I got a bit of a fluky deflection into the treble 20 on that last dart. Like I often say with this dart, I think I've done two videos. One was the cold plated ones that I did and the original smooth silver ones, but it is a long barrel at 55mm, so that's not something I always get on with. I mean, occasionally I do find some barrels that are long that work alright, but the biggest problem I think is the long tapered front section, and it's really just because of the way I hold the dart. And there's nothing particularly wrong in a taper, it's just that I do have some like problems with the feeling, the nerves in my fingers and that because of my injuries. And when I'm holding where it's so thin there, it kind of feels like I'm just holding the point and not really holding the dart. So it just has a slightly strange feel to me because of that. But this particular one with the micro grip on gives you just a little bit of feedback because of the grip. So you are getting something off the grip. And micro grip is one of my favourite grips of all time, but it's never been a long lasting grip. But whether you be a fan of it or not, some people I think would prefer the smooth version, because I think with this style of grip a lot depends on how it interacts with your fingerprint ridges. Some people, you may find it grippy, and others it may kind of like feel as if you're sliding over the top of it. So again, that's a love it or hate it kind of a thing. But the dart itself, whether you're a front, middle or rear gripper, I think it's one that you'll find quite fun to throw. Got a treble 20. Oh, thought that one was going in as well. So I'm holding it just behind that lip, so that lip kind of gives you something to push against around the middle. And I suppose you could call that lip adding just a kind of a grip because it's so pronounced. But I think the ring grip, oh, I managed to get another treble. I think the ring grip on that rear half is just ever so slightly more grippy than on the tapered part. I think it's just down to the fact that it's a little bit wider spaced. Not a great deal more, but just feels just a little bit more grippy. Going to the side now. But I think definitely around that spot it's a really nice balance there, so should be a nice one for mid grippers. Can't believe that. Actually got a treble from the rear grip with these. Holding it fairly close to the end of the barrel, but obviously that half where it's parallel kind of just has a feel of a normal straight barrel ring grip. It's only because it's got that slightly weird tapered front section and that wide lip that makes it different. All over that one. Well, that one was close. They actually flew quite nice through the air, them two, but I think it just feels a little bit more front weighted, front heavy I should say, because you're holding it closer to the end and there's more of the dart in front of your grip. But still should be fine for rear grippers, I think. Double top. I think definitely for mid grippers though it's the best balance, and also it may depend on how you feel about that lip. Some mid grippers will be happy with it, but I think when you're holding it on the rear, to them two fingers it just feels like a normal dart, but depending on where you're putting that one, mine was kind of resting on that lip, so getting a feel from that. But like I say, it'll still be fine for rear grippers, but I think mid grippers overall is probably going to be the best. So there you go, that's the Loxley Robin Model 2. Now I think a lot of people do prefer the version 1, which was a smooth barrel dart, and there is certainly something nice about the smooth looking ones. I don't know what it is about smooth darts, but they always look nice, but not everyone gets on with a smooth barrel. So if that's you, then you may prefer this version because at least you've got some grip. But I think the Model 1 is no longer in production, so if you just like the idea of these, then the Model 2 is your only option anyway, unless you can find a used set of the old ones. But like I've said before, it's a unique dart, so it's not going to be for everyone. I think possibly middle grippers may get the best from it just because of the balance and that kind of a lip giving you something to push against, but it'll work whether you're a front, mid or rear gripper. So I'll leave you with the gallery so you can have a closer look at them. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy darting.